Hi everyone. This video is to demonstrate a blockchain application that we have built and we're calling it the Ethereum Marketplace. This application is an e-commerce application built on a blockchain. So all the transactions happen using cryptocurrencies, and we've used Ethereum as a cryptocurrency here. Um, I'll walk you through the important parts of the code and give a high level overview of what the application is, what it does, and what are the dependencies here that we've used to develop this application. And then I'll jump into a live demo about the features it has and how the app basically works. So, as far as the dependencies are concerned, we are using Ganache as our local development blockchain. I already have it set up. We are using Metamask as our wallet. So the buyers and sellers can use and make transactions using the MetaMask wallet. And we have used Solidity to develop the backend of this application. And for as far as the user interface is concerned, we have used React.js to develop that part. So as far as the functionalities are concerned, we have a couple of pages. One of them is a buyer page where user can uh, hit the page and see the products that are available for sale in the marketplace and buy them. Similarly, we have a seller page where a seller can hit the page and put up the products that he wants to sell in the marketplace. So here's the code base that we have, and this is the Solidity code which handles the backend functionalities. And as you can see, we have the product structure, which has elements like ID, name, price, and the owner. And we also have a Boolean value to make sure we have an identifier to see if a product has already been purchased or not. So if it has already been purchased, we can update the Boolean value and take it off and make it not available for sale on the marketplace. The key functions here are the create product and the purchase product functions. So what the create product function does is whenever a seller hits the selling page, he provides a valid name, a price, and the quantity that he wants to put up in the marketplace. We are checking if they are valid entries and creating the product and adding it to the marketplace basically. And if you see the purchase product uh, function, what we're doing here is when the buyer hits the buyer page of the application, he basically calls this part of the backend code where we are transferring the ownership of the product that's up for sale, along with transferring the money that the seller deserves. And we're doing other checks as well here, where we're seeing if the product is actually valid or not, if the buyer has sufficient funds in his wallet or not, and and we are also checking if the product has already been purchased or not. So these are the meat of the backend part. Now, if we go to the front end part, it's basically handled in the main.js file if in React. So what we're doing here is it's a plain form which on submitting calls the create product function, which is the backend method that I just showed, and it basically passes the key parameters like the name, price, and quantity. And if we go to x.js, this is the page that handles the buy part of the application where a buyer can log in and basically buy the items that are available for sale. So if an item is available for sale, he's going to see this buy button beside that particular product. And when he clicks on it, we have a check here. So if it's not already been purchased, this button will be rendered. and then this purchase product function will be called in the backend Solidity code. So let's go ahead and see how it works. I already have the server started. You can start the server using the command npm run start, and it will open up the application in your localhost port 3000. I already have it up and running, so I'll refresh it. So this is the UI that we have for our application. I already have Ganache up and running, and I have added some accounts in my Metamask extension. So the accounts that we have here are a seller account and the buyer account. I have got a couple of buyer accounts. So currently it's in the seller account. In the seller has like 120 Ether. Uh, these are the fields that the seller has to put out and add his product to the marketplace. There is also a button here. So if the seller clicks on the buy products button, it takes the seller to the buy page. So let's try and add a product here. Let's say I wanna add ThinkPad, and let's say I wanna price it at 4 Ether, and let's say I wanna have two of them. And if I click on add product to the marketplace, it will open up the MetaMask notification wallet. And if I confirm the transaction, I should get a confirmation of the transaction in some time. And then what we'll do is we'll click on buy products and see if that product has showed up in the application or not. So let's click on buy products and see if it has appeared. So yeah, now we see that the ThinkPad, the item that I just added, has appeared in the buying page. So it's available for sale. So anyone who wants to buy the application can click on buy and buy it. So let's take a look at what all we have in the buy page. So as you can see, we can the the table that it shows up, along with the name and the price, we can see the current owner of a particular product. Like if we see ThinkPad, ThinkPad is currently shows the public key of the owner, which ends with ATB. So this is the public key of the seller. And now if we buy it, and after the transaction is completed, we should see the instant change in ownership, and we will see the public key of the buyer here. Apart from that, we have a search functionality. So if a buyer wants to search for a specific item, he does not have to go through the entire marketplace looking for his item. So he can make a search here, and his item should show up. So if I search ThinkPad and hit search, the ThinkPads show up for purchase. Okay, let's try and make a purchase here and show how the change of ownership happens. So let's say I wanna buy um, iPhone 12, which is at 40 Ether, and currently, as we can see, the owner is someone with a public key ending with 81F. And let's say I'm a buyer, and I'm gonna change the account here. If I change the account to buyer 2, it's the buyer account. So I've changed the owner, as I've changed the accounts on MetaMask. Now let's try and purchase it. So currently we see it has 81F as the ending address of the public key of the current owner. So after we click on buy and complete the transaction, this should change. So I confirm, and let's see if the ownership has changed. So yeah, so now that the transaction has gone through, we see that we have a new public key here, which signifies we have a new owner. So the owner is someone with a public key ending with 641, and it is no longer up for sale. So no one can buy it now. So that's it with the UI. So now if you want to go back to the sell products page, you can click on this button and it takes us back to the sell product page. So that's about it. Thank you so much.